against the Jungle Giants Druid, because Togwaggle Druid doesn't really kill you.
Yeah.
It just sort of draws, gets to its win condition, and then switches decks. I think maybe Utah gets the time to draw some of the valuable cards and get a combo themselves. So, I don't know. I think Utah definitely have a solid shot, but Cal, Poly, Pomona going to go ahead and cue the even Warlock first.
Yeah, this matchup just seems a lot more straightforward to me. I think the Togwaggle can get pressured out by the Jungle Giants. So Cal Poly would just like to be the aggressor for one more game. This is a phenomenal hand from Utah, though. The Wild Growth and the Oaken Summons to pull out the Cursed Disciple, or the Steel Rager, actually. They do have one copy of that as well. A card that you will pretty much never see in Constructed, but in Arena, it's actually just thriving as a piece of removal for 4 mana. And I would imagine that's what Utah has it in the deck as. It's got the 5 attack for the quest, and it also just deals 5 damage to a minion.
Job done.
That's crazy. Steel Rager.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's like a slightly cheaper Starfall
Yeah.
that also procs the quest.
Double Oaken Summons, Wild Growth, Nourish, Opening Hand. We might have to see this Nourish be used for draw. But that's totally fine by Utah. They need to complete their quest with 4 and 5 mana cost minions. No Giant early on for Cal Poly. But these Twilight Drakes are quite formidable as well.
Guild Recruiter drawn by Utah. That's a pretty great card in this deck, given how powerful all of the 4 mana or lower cards are. I mean, they've all got 5 attack. Nourish also tempting this turn, though, especially with Ultimate Infestation in the hand. Utah would prefer to play the Ultimate Infestation after completing the quest and playing the minion, because then the cards drawn cost 0. So I wouldn't be too surprised if we see Guild Recruiter here. I like putting stuff onto the board first and worrying about mana later, as there's nothing in the immediate future that Utah want to be nourishing into.
Yeah, I mean, I was saying before that the Nourish may have to be used for draw. The Ultimate Infestation certainly is the ideal target to ramp into. Not sure if you want to use it prior to quest completion, but I do think it's fine if they do.
I'm really surprised by this.
My thing is, you don't really have to nourish for mana until you want to play the Ultimate Infestation. You could coin into it on turn 9, but that's for another turn. So you could have gone with Guild Recruiter this turn, and then gone for the Nourish on the next turn.
Guild Recruiter just contests the board so much better. It prevents this Twilight Drake from going out of control and spiraling this game.
I did even see potentially an option for Guild Recruiter coin Jasper Spellstone.
Sure.
Clear up the Vulgar Homunculus.
And if they got the Steel Rager from the Guild Recruiter, then it would have been a full board clear.
Yeah, you don't really want to push face with that damage. That's the thing. So that would be assuming you get the Steel Rager. It's a 50-50 between that and the second Cursed Disciple to clear the Twilight Drake.
But there you go. This turn, both of them get played. Cal Poly Pomona seem pretty animated about what just happened.
They have feelings about it.
They find themselves behind now. Ultimate Infestation is another proc on the quest when played, funnily enough. But
ideally, you hold it for post-quest. They're going to have to use it on turn 10 here. And I think they're totally fine with that.
It's 5 procs to complete the quest, right?
Yes.
I believe the 5 attack minion that comes from this Death Rattle will be the 5th proc. Because
Cursed Disciple and the token, Steel Rager.
This, and then the token.
Yeah.
The token is number 5. So they will be able to play Barnabas next turn, and then Ultimate Infestation the turn after.
You know what? Utah is smart and we are not. I bet they factored this exact sequence of turns into play when they went for Nourish.
Yep. Utah have been...
They knew it would be 2 more 5 attack minions pulled the turn after, and they'd have it just in time for 10.
If that's the case, then we were totally wrong about the Nourish turn, and well played to Utah.
I mean, they were still able to clear off the Twilight Drake on the following turn. They have the Naturalize if a Mountain Giant were to be played. I mean, this worked out very, very well for them. Spellstone, Hero Power, and the Guild Recruiter clears the Twilight Drake. And now it's going to be...
They could just naturalize the Twilight Drake. Like, who cares at this point? They're just going to UI next turn and then win the game the following turn.
That's true.
I don't think they're going to need this naturalize again.
Well, yeah, there's a very good chance they win on the following turn. It's not a guarantee, though. I would really love to see some Ixlid shenanigans.
So, for anyone that doesn't know how this deck works, now that the 5-mana 8/8 Barnabas has been played, all minions are going to cost 0 drawn by Utah from this point onwards.
They can't even kill the Barnabas.
Which means Ixlid can be played for 0 before Malagos, and then Moonfires will be dealing a lot of damage. Faceless Manipulators can be played after Malagos for 0 mana, and then Moonfires will be dealing even more damage.
Okay, wait, so there's no Hooked Reaver. You can't kill Barnabas. If they Spellstone the 5/1, then they go to 22. There's 15 for Utah. Yeah, this game's just going to be wrapped up.
Is there anything they can do? Like, what about Shroom Brewer plus Sun Fury Protector? Is that?
No, the Spellstone just prevents more damage. Oh.
Yeah, it's just not lethal.
Okay, so Barnabas has to go over.
I'm
The
pretty
5/1
sure
and the Guild kill the Doomsayer, but then that's damage that's not going face.
taunting out the Shroom Brewer wasn't quite lethal either because of the little bit of healing.
Yeah, they go to 19.
Yeah. So there were a couple of outs there. However, that all depends on what is drawn this turn. Next turn is looking... Wait.
Ixlid and Guild Recruiter. So Ixlid plus Alexstrasza is 2 8/8s on the board, and that's pretty sweet. Guild Recruiter pulls any minion from the deck because they all have 0 mana cost now.
We can do it all now as well.
Just do it. Just do it. Well, you don't really want 2 2/4s on your board. So you play that first.
Assuming that they're dealing with the Doomsayer, that is.
Join the guild. We have cookies.
Good, good.
Yep.
Cool.
We take those.
Good deck.
They just... that PM! Oh my goodness.
This deck is sweet. Nerf it again. It's too good.
That's,
Oh, man.
that's a play.
Murloc Mage, Odd Hunter, Quest Druid.
Bam! Bip, bap, bam!
Mark it. That's your winning lineup. And it was sweet.
I know what I'm playing tonight.
China Mage.
Yeah, probably.
Wow.
The guys are having fun with each other now. Like,
What
Cal
a
Polymer
day of
targeting
Hearthstone.
every minion they possibly could. But that is quite clearly at least one off lethal.
Keep it going. Keep it going. Just pass the turn. Oh, man.
Nah, they definitely don't pass the turn now. Well, what kills this? They don't run twisting now, though. Okay.
All right, Tyrantus for lethal. You know what? BM to an extent. It's all good fun, but yeah, you kind of also want to win the game. Utah, 6-0 match score in Swiss with Odd Hunter, Murloc Mage, and Quest Druid. That's some style right there. I don't know if it's quite Quad Mechathune lineup style, but that was pretty sweet.
I think this is more original, honestly, because...
Make your argument. I'm interested.
Maybe Mechathune Warlock is a bit of a push, and sorry, Cora, I know that you like that deck, and Mechathune Warrior maybe as well, but like, when's the last time you've seen Odd Hunter played competitively? When's the last time you've seen
I haven't
Quest
seen
Druid
Quest Druid
played
since the Faceless
competitively?
change happened.
Exactly. So that's, I
It's
don't
been
know.
months.
I mean, I think on one hand you can just go, oh yeah, full Mechathune lineup, but the other hand, this is quite creative.
It was very sweet.
Just a shame about the Murloc Mage.
Really,
But Quest Rogue too. That's interesting as well.
especially since the Giggling nerf. Obviously, we're only seeing a lot of these decks because these teams are already through to the next stage of the tournament. They're safe, and they feel like they can have a little bit of fun with the next couple of weeks. So this is something unique to this week and next week for the teams who already have 5 wins. but it's a treat. It's really nice to see in competitive Hearthstone play some different decks be brought to the table. And even though these weeks were ultimately inconsequential for these teams, they had some fun with it, and we had some fun watching it. And I think tomorrow we're going to have some teams who might be on that 4-1 cusp.